Hello and welcome back. Today is Saturday, April 19th. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA playoffs here today. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. We get the start of the NBA playoffs. That was not normally my normal open, but with the playoffs here, got to change it up to start off the day here. 4-game slate starting at noon, ending at 7:30. We get chef's kiss. Ton of wall-to-wall NBA action here. I cannot wait for this slate of games to start. We get to start our day off in Indiana. Noon slate on ESPN. Bucks, Pacers, 224 over under. Pacers 5-point favorite here at home. These two teams hate each other. This is the rematch of last year's first-round playoffs. This is the rematch of the NBA Cup last year. This game is a ton of fun. I cannot wait for this game. These two teams hate each other overall. Fun series overall. Milwaukee has won the season series 3-1 with the most recent game being on March 15th, where the Bucks, they won by 7 points in that matchup here. 224 over under. No Dame in this matchup, so all eyes are going to be on Giannis here to go Captain Insano mode on the Pacers. Well, the Pacers, they're going to push the pace, play that team basketball. It's going to be a ton of fun. Jump into the 2 p.m. game on ESPN. We get Clippers, Denver Nuggets, which is probably going to be the second most fun game on the slate, or the most fun game on the slate here. Clippers playing the best basketball this time of the year. Denver Nuggets, they have the best player in the world on their team. They tied their season series 2-2. They haven't played in a while. They haven't played since January 8th, long time ago, and the Denver Nuggets won by 23-plus points. No Kawhi in that game. They played majority of their games at the start of the season. So these two teams haven't played each other, so this is going to be a interesting boxing fight. Two teams that play a different kind of style of boxing, so it's like they always talk about the fights equal the style. This game is going to be a ton of fun. 223 over under. Denver 2-point favorite. I think the Clippers might be a live dog here on the road. Then we're kicking it off to probably the least entertaining game on the slate, Detroit versus the Knicks. But this game's always a ton of fun when the Knicks crowd is in it, so they make it even better at MSG. They actually have the season series tied as well. They haven't played since April, where Detroit, they won by 9 points. I bet the Knicks are going to come out with a little aggression since they knew they lost last time in that cap our night. Chef's kiss. Ant versus Luka. LeBron versus Rudy Gobert. Naz Reid versus Austin Reeves. I totally spaced on the last name there. Season series for that game tied 2-2. 7:30 on ABC. 216 over under. I think this is the lowest over under on the slate, and the Lakers are a 4-point favorite here at home. They haven't played since February 27th, and that was the Luka first game where he went crazy after all those unders in the world, including me, was taking his overs. And then he didn't get it, and then the one game that no one took his over, he went crazy. Lakers won by 9 in that matchup. Ton of fun. Great NBA slate here ahead of us. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action. And yesterday in the NBA, ended up going 2-1 in best bets overall. Holy crap, PJ Washington. He must have known Easter was around the corner because he laid a fat egg for us in this matchup. He had nice rebounds. Early foul trouble I saw. Hand up, didn't watch this game. I was too busy being out and about this time of the game. This game was a fugazi. And thank the fucking God Desmond Bane got 22 points in this game, cashing us the over. It's always nice to be on the other side of the hook on it. So we had Desmond Bane. I appreciate it getting to 22. And the Tyler Hero, that game was a ton of fun. Tyler Hero with the huge fourth quarter overtime performance with a 30-point game here. Never in doubt. Little bit of doubt because he had 15 points going into the fourth quarter after having 11 in the first half, and I was like, I can't believe he didn't score as many points in the third quarter, but I digress. 2-1 start. Nice start to the NBA play-in, but this is the playoffs. Things get harder here, and I want a 4-0 sweep, and let's just jump into it. I'm going to do a play for every single game. I'll be doing that for the whole playoffs, so I got a play for you guys for every single game here going forward, and starting our day off in Indiana. Beautiful Indiana. 224 over under. Pacers 5-point favorite here at home, and I'm going to the other team here. I'm going with their backup point guard / shooting guards on the Bucks here, and that's Kevin Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. I think he has a great opportunity ahead of him without Dame in the lineup here. Pacers are going to go all in on defending Giannis here, so someone else needs to step up for this Bucks team. It's going to be Kyle Kuzma, Brook Lopez, and it's going to be Kevin Porter Jr. So give me Kevin Porter Jr. to go over 14.5 points, assists, coming at plus 100 on FanDuel. He's gotten this over 5 for his last 5 games. Yes, 5 for his last 5 games, averaging 26.4 points, assists. Granted, a few of those games were at the end of the season here where Giannis wasn't playing. They threw a lot more of the bench players playing a lot more minutes here. But why I love this so much is he's gotten this over 2 for his last 3 against the Pacers, averaging 18.7 points assists per game. With the last 3 games, him getting 23, 13, and 20 points assists. And the last 2 games were this season where he had 13 and 20 points assists. 77% hit rate when he plays 20-plus minutes. And when Dame's out, he plays 25-plus minutes per game. So even when he's playing 5 less, if he plays 5 less minutes here today, he still has a 77% hit rate on this number here, averaging 25 minutes per game these last 10 games overall, with a 77% hit rate when he plays 20 minutes, averaging 19.3 points assists per game. So I love that. Over 7 for his last 10 games without Dame in the lineup, averaging 21.1 points assists per game. Last 10 games, solid volume, averaging 10 field goal attempts per game. When he's on the court, which we want in a player like this, he has no consciousness. He's going to shoot the ball no matter what. So that could be either a terrifying or extremely good for us here in this matchup. And I think today it's going to be extremely good. Overall, decent volume. Last 5 games, averaging 6.2 assists per game. So he's been passing the ball. He's been this team's creator off the bench here. Without Giannis in the game, they lean on Kevin Porter to create offense for this team. And they were really ramping up here late in the season. Doc Rivers giving him a ton of run, letting him figure it out on the road here, figuring out on the fly late season, because Doc Rivers knows this team needs another player to create off the dribble outside of Giannis when he plays, outside of Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is not the best off the dribble, so Kevin Porter Jr., you have a great opportunity here overall, averaging 6.2 assists per game. Last 3 games against the Pacers, had 4 assists in all 4 of those games, so we had a nice baseline overall. And shooting guards versus Indiana have a 62% hit rate these last 10 games. Isaac Okoro totally butchered that, 15. Sam Merrill had 19. Jordan Poole had 22. Braun had 34. Sexton had 30. Seth Curry had 19. Keon Ellis had 13. And Carson Wallace had 18, and Isaiah Joe had 19. A lot of weird names in that one overall. I have him projected at 20 points assists in this matchup here. The Bucks will need someone else outside of Giannis, and the Pacers are going to let anyone else score in this first matchup. They're going to do anyone but Giannis in this first game. Granted, Giannis can go Captain Insano mode here, but I don't believe it. I think Kevin Porter is going to be relied on off the bench here. He's going to have some decent run here without Dame in the lineup. If he just gets 20 minutes in this game, I feel good about his over with a 77% hit rate this season. So give me Kevin Porter Jr. and a scary one to go over 14.5 points assists, coming at plus 100 on FanDuel. Jump into the second game on this slate. Probably, like I said, second best game or the best game on this slate. Clippers, Nuggets, 223 over under. Denver, 2-point favorite here at home. I'm going with the man. He has a great matchup here. Haven't seen him in the playoffs these last few games here, and he's coming in this matchup fully healthy here. I'm leaning on Kawhi Leonard in this matchup. So give me Kawhi Leonard to score 25 plus points, coming in at -122 on FanDuel. He has a great matchup here. The Nuggets allow the 5th most points to the small forward position. The Nuggets on the season allow the 6th most points to the small forward position. And Kawhi has balled out in this matchup in the past, going over 2 for his last 4, averaging 24 points per game. Granted, that was in 2023 the last few times he's played, so he hasn't played them this year. So I think this could be a nice little wrinkle that the Denver Nuggets haven't really scouted yet this season. And with the fresh coaching staff, could be a little more difficult coming into this matchup. Last 4 games, 33, 15, 31, and 17 points in his last 4 games against the Nuggets. Some highs, some lows in between that. And he's been balling out over 3 for his last 5 games overall, averaging 26.4 points per game. Gotten the over 7 for his last 10, averaging 26.4 points per game. So I love this consistency overall these last 3 games and 10 games overall. They've been in playoff push mode these last 10 games. 53% hit rate on the road. Why I love it so much. Road game Kawhi averages more points, higher hit rate on the road, averaging 23.4 points per game, going over 4 for his last 5 road games, averaging 28 points per game. The Clippers lean on him on the road. Big-time players on the road here. Coming into this matchup with 5 days of rest here, so Kawhi is feeling extra healthy in this matchup. I have him projected at 27-plus points here. He has a nice 2K hot zone. Denver Nuggets allowed the 24th most points inside the key, and Kawhi takes 26% of his shots doing those little nice floaters or the little stop, nudge, step back, and that little floater that he loves to do. Love when Kawhi does that. He has a nice 2K hot zone here. On the road where he has a 53% hit rate, 3 for his last 5. He has a great matchup here with the Denver Nuggets, allowing the 5th most points to the small forward position. Come on, Kawhi. We're leaning on you. Mr. Fun Guy, give us 25 plus points, coming in at minus 122 on FanDuel. Jumping to my third play of the day. I'm going to be in this Knicks-Pistons game. This game's a little nervous for me. First time playoff matchup for this Pistons team. This was their playoffs. Making the playoffs was their playoffs. Now you got to show up. You don't know any better. And when you don't know any better, I think that you have no expectations in this game. And I think Cade Cunningham can actually capitalize on the spot. He has a great matchup, great history getting the over against the Knicks. Come on, Knicks. Just be bad at defense here today. And I'm leaning on a rookie in his first game. A little scary here overall, but I'm not worried about it. I think Cade Cunningham has a great spot here. So give me Cade Cunningham to go over 27.5 points, coming in at minus 125 on DraftKings. The Knicks allow the 7th most points to the point guard position, so we have a great spot here. The Knicks, these last 15 games, allow the 9th most points to the point guard position, and the Knicks all season allow the 5th most points to the point guard position, and Cade has balled out in this matchup, getting the over 5 for his last 6 games, averaging 31 points per game, with the last 6 games, him scoring 31, 32, 22, 29, 36, and 36 in his most recent matchup here overall. 50% hit rate on the road, so I love my Ultimate Road Warriors coming into this matchup, averaging 26.6 points per game, going over 7 for his last 10 road games, averaging 30.1 points per game. He's been a beast on the road. We've been targeting him on the road and road games here because he's better on the road than he is at home. Last 4 games in MSG, 31, 32, 29 and 36 in his last 4 in MSG here. I have him projected at 30 plus points here. He has the green light to shoot, averaging 22 field goal attempts per game. First playoff game, they don't know any better. I expect a lot of these role players on the Pistons to not play as well, so Cade's going to have to step it up even more if this game wants to be good and close. And I think Cade does a great job on doing the mix of driving in the lane and shooting from beyond the arc. And I'm not really afraid of either one of these Knicks centers and like swatting him away overall. So I think Cade is going to be extra confident driving into the rim. He's going to try to get people into foul trouble here. 221 over under, the biggest spread on the slate. He doesn't know any better. Rookie player in the playoffs, first playoff game, has a great matchup here with the team. He's constantly gotten the over with, projected 30 plus points. So give me Cade Cunningham to go over 27.5 points, coming at minus 125 on DraftKings. Jumping to my fourth and final play of the day. Probably can guess who we're leaning here, man. It is the start of the playoffs. He just watched his team, a former team, lose in the play-in. He's just been watching his GM talk about him. He's fat. He's lazy. He can't win. Defense wins championships. And guess what? He plays a matchup. He is killed, playing a team that he's killed in the past in the playoffs here. Gets this matchup here on primetime as a Laker. I think Luka Doncic is set up for a great game here for game 1. So give me Luka Doncic to go over 28.5 points, coming at minus 120, my bad, on DraftKings. I'm not afraid of this number. I think he scores 30 plus points here. My projections have him at 32 plus points in this game here. Love this spot, I think, for Luka Doncic here. I think the Lakers, LeBron's going to struggle. I think J.L. McDaniel's going to cancel him out. Austin Reeves, he's going to have a worse game here. Luka Doncic has great history of getting this over. They haven't really contained him in the playoffs here. 4 for his last 5 playoff games against the Timberwolves, averaging 32.4 points per game on that series last season. Last 5 games against the Wolves in the playoffs, 33, 32, 33, 28, and 36 points overall. So a solid baseline of 28 plus points in every single game against the Wolves. I'll take that every single time here. And he's at home, where he's gotten the over 7 for his last 10 home games, averaging 29.4 points per game. He's coming into this matchup white hot. 4 for his last 5, averaging 34.4. We have taken his overs in 2 straight games here. We're going to take it in 3 straight here, and he's going to cash us for 3 straight here, because I think this is a great spot. Averaging 34.4 points per game. Over 7 for his last 10 playoff games, averaging 30.8 points per game. So he steps it up in the playoffs in a big-time moment here. Coming to this matchup, ramping it up. Had a 45-point game and a 39-point game in Dallas. having all of that going on with Dallas. Defense wins championships. Did an interview on ESPN. I think he's going to come in for this matchup looking for blood in this matchup. And point guards against the T-Wolves have had some great games. Pippen ain't easy. Scottie Pippen Jr., 16. John Morant, 36. Jared Butler, not Jimmy Butler, not Gerard Butler. Jared Butler had 16. Colin Gillespie, 22. And Hallie had 24. Like I said, I have him projected at 32 plus points in this matchup here. 4 for his last 5 against the Wolves, overall averaging 32.4 points per game. Luka Doncic, he's going to score 30 plus points for us here today. So give me Luka Doncic to go over 28.5 points, coming in minus 120 on DraftKings. And those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA playoffs. Day 1 for you guys here. Going to rattle them all off again. Luka Doncic over 28.5. Cade over 27.5. Kawhi, 25 plus points. And Kevin Porter Jr. to start our day off over 14.5 points assists at plus 100 on FanDuel. Fun NBA slate ahead of us here today. Playoffs are back. We're back. We're so back. Let me know down below what's your favorite play in the NBA. I love tailing you guys in the comments section. While you're down there, please leave a like and subscribe. Definitely lets me know you guys like the content. Beautiful slate of games. Going with some brand names here. Game 1, got to feel out these teams here. I really like the Luka Doncic play. I think Kawhi, I think this Clippers game is going to be tough. I think Cade's going to step it up here for the Pistons, where a lot of the road players on the road here in this first game, I think they're going to be a little lackluster overall. Fun slate of games here ahead of us. I cannot wait for this action to start. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.